Hello and welcome to Fandango Friday. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana liqueur reviews. And I have a liqueur, a liter bottle, not a regular 750, but a liter, 1,000 milliliters. A liter bottle of Amaro Montenegro. And yes, it was established in 1885. It is a special liqueur. And we'll talk about it more. Now we're bringing in Elbow from Florida. Elbow 88.
Good evening, folks.
Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, Ron.
I'm going to put this in the banner. Let's see. Amaro Montenegro, 23%. There we go. Now, Elbow, you're in Florida, and what do you have?
Something that's quite well known.
I've heard of that.
Old number 7. As you probably know, it's 80 proof. Old Jack Daniels has been around a long time.
Yes. Now, one time some people that I'm close with, they went to Texas and they bought me the Jack Daniels number 7, not the old number 7, the green label. We cannot get the green label in Louisiana.
Yeah, I was having a discussion about that with some other folks, and I'm not sure what the difference is. Somebody said the green label is a lower proof, where somebody else said, no, that's not true. So I don't know if you know, but I don't know myself. I don't think I've ever seen the green label around.
Well, let's try. We'll try to research it during this examination. Yeah. All right, so that's a product been around since 1860 something.
Yeah, 1866 or 1875. It's a little fuzzy there.
Hello, Cheers. Elbow. Hello, Mr. T.
Hello, John.
Hi, everybody. Just got back, take care of a few little things, send some gifts away for the folks up in Jersey. Get to the mailbox quickly. It's going to be crazy tomorrow. You all need to do that now. So anyway, I have Batch and Bottle Monkey Shoulder Lazy Old Fashioned. I got the website up right over here on my thing. Old fashioned recipe should be rich, vibrant, smooth blend, bold, bespoke bitters, and golden sugar to give you a legendary old fashioned without any fuss. This comes in at 35%, which is 70 proof. And I'm about to pour right now in my glass. My glass is already cold. And here we go. They say put a garnish on it, whatever, but I'm not going to do that. That's a little bit enough right there for me on this. Maybe 2 rock glass, maybe 2 rocks, 2 glass, maybe 2 rocks, excuse me. So that's what I have tonight. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Where's everybody? Where's Dave? Where's Claude?
I don't know, but they'll probably join up. All right. I'm just trying to go look at the websites here, get stuff.
I like. Let me get some ice on that.
All right.
Now the other bottle, Batch and Bottle, I've seen the other ones that Elbow you brought. What is it? The one. What's the name of that company that does these mixed cocktails in a bottle?
Well, there's a whole bunch of companies that do it.
On the Rocks is another one.
Right.
Now there's one called Hublin, Hublin, they claim they're the oldest pre-mix. That's from Sazerac Hublin. All right.
Right now.
Now,
I wish I had some mint. I could put some mint in this.
so I have this bottle. This is a liter bottle. And this is a famous product, and I notice a lot of liquor stores have it. It's from Italy. It was introduced in 1885. It comes in a dark green bottle. It looks brown, but I think it's really dark green under light. But it's Amaro Montenegro Premiata Specialita. It's a liqueur. I researched the word Amaro. Amaro is a style of liqueur, and Amaro means bitter. Now, you would think that people would use this as a mixer, and I guess they do. But if you look at the website, it's mainly sold as something to drink at night after dinner, straight.
An aperitif.
And a little cool, kind of like a Italian version of Jägermeister type of thing. Well, get well
like
soon.
Zambuca, in a way.
More like a Amaro in Italian means bitter. Okay, so I'm going to pour it now. We got the greatest deal in the world on this, David and I. If you look at the prices on Total Wine for a liter of this, or at other liquor stores, it's running about $60. The regular bottle will be about $38, $40. But we got this bottle liter now. Listen to me now carefully. For $9.99.
The salvage store?
No, we got it at Mathern's for $9.99. So that he was insisting that I buy it. He's like, "You got to buy it. You got to buy it. You cannot pass up that price." I was like, "Well, I guess you're right. Let me go put it back in the fridge."
So I'm eating right now. I had to grab something real quick on the way.
And here's what it looks like, and then I'll turn on my lamp. Here's what's really weird about it, Now it's brown looking, like a tan brown, so it's typical looking thing, tan brown. Now I'm going to turn on my lamp. Here's the funny thing about it. When we got it a few months ago for $9.99, they had the liters, the big liter bottles in the basket for $9.99. But over on the shelf in the liquor section of the store, they had the 750s for like $38. So you could get the 750 milliliter for $38, or buy the liter in the discount basket for $9.99. So that's an anomaly, to say the least. But I'm going to show the website if y'all would like to see it.
Sure.
And this was named after a woman who was a princess of Montenegro, which is a small European country. She was a princess of Montenegro who married an Italian man who became a king. So they invented this product. It's a secret blend of 40 botanicals, like sweet and bitter oranges, little dried oranges, coriander seeds, marjoram, oregano, artemisia, which most of this I don't even know what it is, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg. So it's many spices, but they only give you a few. They're going to keep it secret. And they go through this whole involved website. They say it's got 7 flavor notes. Then they have the history, the founder was Stanislao Cobianchi. He created the elixir in Italy, Kingdom of Italy. Then he called it Elixir Lunga Vida. But 11 years later, when Princess Elena of Montenegro married Prince Vittorio Emanuel III, he decided to dedicate the elixir to
That's
the
a long
princess.
name, Jay.
Huh?
That's a long name. Prince man. The prince
I
name is
know.
long.
And then he changed the name in honor of this woman and called it Bitter Montenegro, Amaro Montenegro. And the funny thing is, she later on, her husband became king of Italy. And so she was the princess of Italy, and then she became the queen of Italy, and her grandson was the last king of Italy before they decided to not have kings anymore and have a president. But they go through a big, complicated process of 40 botanicals. They take all the herbs and spices and chop them up, mix them together in water and boil them. Then they let them steep for about a month. Then they distill it into liquor. And then it's got these 12 essences, and it's got 6 notes. And alcohol, water, and sugar are added. And it's beyond me. You know, like I don't really understand all of the process. And it's won many awards over the years. And it's imported into the United States by E&J Gallo. Imported. They don't own it. They just import it. They got the contract to bring it in, but they don't. It's owned by some independent company. All right. So I'll take a little sniff. It smells complex. It's almost like, oh, hello, Whiskey Scout. Robert in Kansas. We're going to add you in a minute.
Scout, what's up?
It's kind of in the middle of something, but we'll add you in. So the aroma is complex. It's got 40 botanicals, and it really smells like that. It smells almost like one of these specialty stores. You know these stores that sell like spiced brooms and
like Cost Plus World Market.
Yeah. And potpourri that you can put in a wicker basket and all. That's what this smells like.
Yeah,
it smells like incense or something. Yeah. So cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, they say it's bitter, but it's just mildly bitter. It's just so spicy. It's just a spice amalgamation because it is using 40 botanicals. The body's medium. The finish is mostly dry. It's very pleasant, and I'm enjoying sipping it. And it's going to get a great score. And there's Dazzling Dave from Louisiana also. So we got a big group here tonight. Okay, now, so when I come back later, I'll give it a good score. You know that. But now, Elbow, and we're going to add the other liquors in as we proceed. Elbow's going to talk about the world famous Jack Daniels.
Yeah, there it is. That familiar golden amber color. You get that, that whiskey aroma. Anyway, Jack Daniels was Frank Sinatra's favorite whiskey. So much so that I learned that he was buried with a bottle of Jack Daniels in his coffin. So,
yeah,
I heard the same story about Errol Flynn. He had a bunch of booze buried with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Frank Sinatra liked Jack Daniels a little bit too much, but
he loved everything. Jack Daniels, women. Everything.
But anyway, there's a lot of history there. Apparently, Jack Daniels Distillery is on the National Register of Historic Places. They say it started around 1866 or 1875, somewhere around there, and then they had to shut down for Prohibition. That whole situation. but it's now it's considered the best-selling whiskey in the world, I believe.
Yes.
Uh,
Well,
it's
Jim Beam.
besides Johnny Walker Red Label, yeah.
I thought Jim
Yeah.
Beam was the number one seller.
Jim Beam is the best-selling bourbon,
bourbon, yeah.
although Jack
But-
Daniels is a bourbon too, but whatever.
There's really no difference between those two.
I know.
One's charcoal filtered and the other one isn't.
Right. This
Yeah.
this is definitely got the old Lincoln County process, the charcoal filtering, being a product in Tennessee, and so that's why it's the mash bill is 80% corn, 12% rye, 8% malted barley. So it's very similar to a bourbon, but it's not called a bourbon. It's because I guess the charcoal filtering. But
Yeah, it's all because of marketing, really. But what do you see what it says about the green label right here?
No. Oh yeah, there it is. Jack Daniel's lighter, less mature, with a lighter color. The barrels selected for green label tend to be on the lower floors and more toward the center of the warehouse. So I guess it's the same proof, huh? It's just
Yeah, 80 proof.
yeah, okay. But like I say, I don't see the green label around. I guess it's only sold in certain areas. So
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen it in Florida, but I mean, there's so many other bottles now of Jack Daniel's varieties that there's usually like 6 or 8 different varieties there when you go look.
now we have Thomas Meadow Eric from
What's up?
Massachusetts.
Hey, Jay, didn't Jim Beam also have a charcoal filter one that they stopped making when Centauri?
Yeah, the choice. Remember, I bought 6 years ago. I bought the choice, but they got rid of it.
Anyway, this is owned by Brown-Forman Corporation now. They also produce Woodford Reserve and Old Forester. But like I say, it's one of the most popular whiskeys, best-selling whiskeys around. So they've been doing it. They've been doing it right for a number of years. And it's to me, it's you definitely feel that the hug, the burn a little bit from the alcohol, but it goes down good. It doesn't really hit you hard.
Oh
It's
boy, whose phone? Jay's or John's? Whose phone's
It ain't
ringing?
me. It ain't me.
You can't just turn it off, man.
So anyway, I enjoy it neat sometimes, but I also have it on the rocks, which I think I will switch to, or Jack and Coke. Mix it with some Coca-Cola is also a good drink. But anyway, there you have it. Old standby. I mean, this has been around for years. I remember back in my early days in college, I would see it in somebody's dormitory room, and we would do some sipping on it. But
Elbow.
good old Jack Daniels. Yes.
Oh.
Is that your favorite size to buy? Is the 375?
Yeah. Until I figure out that I like it enough to get the bigger bottle, but I'm still trying to taste and sample a lot of different types of whiskeys because I haven't always been a whiskey guy. I probably drank more rum in my earlier days, beer, rum, and tequila. But I'm branching out more now and trying more different whiskeys, bourbons, and all that, even a little bit of scotch and whatnot. So I look for, if I can get a small bottle to start. This is the 375 milliliter. I think it was $13.50 over here in Florida. So
If you can find the rye, pick that one up. It's delicious.
yeah, okay, yeah. In
Recommend
fact,
that
I just got some Bullet rye, which I want to try. I haven't even opened that yet, but yeah, I'll look for the Jack Daniel's rye as well.
Yeah, a really good rye. Get Willet it. That one's
Yeah,
really
will
good.
it the 4 year. Now, one more thing, Elbow. Do you realize that at one time Jack Daniels was 90 proof?
Yeah, because as I was reading about it, and yeah, they lowered it, and at one point they didn't say anything, or they didn't really publicize it, and
Yeah,
I
they
guess
just quietly, without any kind of announcement, in 1987, it went from 90 to 86. And then,
Yeah.
When I was in high school, we drank Jack Daniels and it was 90.
yeah, and then in 2003, 20 years ago, they quietly lowered it to 80. Once again, with no announcement, it just was on the shelf at 80. And apparently, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt the sales because now it's still super popular.
Yeah, and I guess they can save a little money by doing that because I think the taxes are a little less depending on the proof of the liquor, and perhaps the ingredients.
Nah, they just looking to increase profits.
Yeah.
All right, let's see now. Now we've got Jean with the Batcham bottle.
Hey, good evening, gentlemen. How are y'all doing tonight? Happy Friday. Into the weekend we go. I have Batch and Bottle Monkey Shoulder Lazy Old Fashioned. Comes in at 70 proof, 35% ABV. I decided to get rid of the ice because it was been in the refrigerator for at least past a couple of days, so it's already cold enough. And my refrigerator is cold, but I will add an orange to it. As you can see, the look of this old fashioned. As they say in there, they use a rich, vibrant, smooth blend with bold, bespoke bitters, golden sugar to give a legendary old fashioned taste. So, I saw this at Tower, which is a very popular liquor store here in the Atlanta area. Only have two of them. I bought this for $9.99 for this size bottle. So
Yeah, that's about what they run here, about $10.
So
now, Jean, you want to tell people what Monkey Shoulder is?
No, you could go ahead and explain that to me. I do not know.
It's a Scotch whiskey.
Okay, there we go.
Monkey shoulder.
Monkey
Monkey shoulder.
I've never seen a Scotch, an old fashioned.
Wait.
Before.
One at a time. Now, I have never seen that used in an old fashioned either. Now, what were you saying, Robert?
Monkey shoulder is a condition that they referred to. The guys that used to go into the kiln rooms and turn the malted barley over when they would be adding the smoke and the peat to the malted barley, they kill the enzymes to stop the germination process. It would be a condition where their shoulder would get sore, and they always referred to that as monkey shoulder, according to what I've read.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
So you get the flavor of the bitter there, right? So you get the flavor of the bitters in this. I definitely like the smoothness, and I think adding this orange that I just added onto it is really enhancing it even a lot more. I just a slice of orange. I didn't do the whole twist thing. I didn't have time to do all that nonsense. So there.
What does monkeys look like in their logo? Go back to the monkeys in the logo.
You got three little monkeys in a row.
Yeah, they look like those little monkeys that you would like pin together as a kid, and you'd make like a big old chain of monkeys.
Oh yeah.
And you got a gentleman by the name of Joe Petch, the Monkey Shoulder Global Brand Ambassador for this.
Good for him.
So traditionally, our old fashioned takes a long time to make because it requires a lot of stirring. So this has already been pre-made. Of course, we all know how popular these pre-made cocktails are going now within the last 5 years or so, maybe longer.
Put the pretty people on there, not the bad people that drink.
You would like, yes, you would like the bartender or yourself make your own old fashioned at home, which is true. You know, make their own drinks, without having to buy the pre-cocktail ones. But sometimes, hey, it doesn't hurt, have to buy one of these. So, cheers, everyone, to the weekend.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Now, Jean, do you know what bespoke means? Bespoke bitters?
Break it down for me.
It means like a special group of bitters that is secret to the company. Like they own it, but they don't tell anybody what they are. It's like
a secret bitter
This is not like the usual bitters that you buy at the liquor store, grocery store. I know Trader Joe's has some bitters that I've seen, and I've looked at it and I'm like,
Yeah, it's like a secret. It's a secret blend, and they'll never tell you what it is.
The Secret Bitters Society.
I like the balance of it, really good. And again, the orange is really bringing out the enhancer of this flavor. So, me, like I said, I like bourbon. I'm a bourbon guy. I like to drink it straight. No ice. Sometimes with ice, it's better. But yeah, I'd rather have my bartender make me make my old fashioned for me. But yeah, take your time, make your old fashioned. But the right way, these old school type of drinks.
So is it
anyway,
still considered to be an old fashioned if it's not made with American whiskeys?
what about Canadian whiskey? Yeah, can we use Canadian whiskey? I say why not, right? Like Canadian whiskey.
I've never heard
Crown
of
Royal
called an old fashioned made with Scotch.
No, I'm with you. That's first time for me too.
Yeah, so that might be something that they made up themselves, since old fashioned is now the fashion drink.
But this is nice. I could see myself buying this again and just keeping it, have on the weekend.
You taste any of the Scotch in it? You get any peaty mossiness or anything out of it?
It's just a sweetness I'm getting that's going down. A very kind of honey, orangey type of, real smoothness in this, and I like this. So I have my score coming up, and I think it's a great buy for $9.99. You get maybe 3 more drinks if you're sharing with friends, just me and my lady friend, maybe 2. She's not a big liquor drinker. She likes wine, but
okay, I'm going to show you the legal official United States government definition of an old fashioned. Okay, you want to see it?
Let's do it.
As well, since it's in question.
Yeah.
Now, here's the government's legal definition.
No, you got to. Okay, I was going to say you got John's head there. Go ahead.
Oh wow! Straight bourbon, whiskey, and bitters.
Can't wait a minute.
Yeah,
What
it's not bourbon whiskey, so they cannot call it an old fashioned.
So if it has rye whiskey, forget it then, right? Okay.
Well, no, they can say it's an old fashioned made with Scotch. I mean, there's nothing to prevent you from adding Scotch to it, just like you can add vodka to a martini instead of gin. I mean,
There's something called a pink squirrel. What the? All right.
Yeah, these are legal. This is crazy, but these are legal definitions of recognized cocktails.
This had to have been created in the 1940s.
It says April 2007 on there.
Yeah, 2007.
So updated.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
It's an update.
Even has a definition of eggnog.
Huh.
So
Does it say sprinkle your cinnamon in it?
No.
Okay. Just curious about
All right.
that.
Anyway, this is a very good and useful reference that
I'm sure some of the bars all over America has this. It's their little cheat sheet,
No, because the problem with these regulations is there's no real way you're going to be able to enforce it. Who in the world working for the U.S. government is going to go around to bars and make sure they're doing cocktails correctly? You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
wait a minute. That doesn't necessarily mean that's the regulation for that. That just means their definition of what that is. You're subject to change ingredients as you see fit within it, as long as you're not like putting corn in for peas or something crazy like that.
Or as long as you're not marrying Jack Daniels with Jim Beam to sell it as Jack Daniels.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I remember lots of bars would do that. Like, oh yeah, get that bottle of Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, and mix them. They'll never know.
And they won't know the difference. Believe me, we do know the difference.
You make sure there are 3 or 4 in before you serve one out of that bottle.
Yeah, that was the deal. Yeah, exactly. You sell them too, especially one of them professional drinkers.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time they get the 3rd or 4th one, they didn't know shit.
Yeah,
but Robert, the reason I'm saying it's the legal definition is because it's included in the glossary, and they give the legal definition of bourbon, rye whiskey, and so forth. So but it's like a paper rule. There's no way to enforce it. It's impossible.
No, all you have to do is say an old fashioned with Scotch, that's no longer the old fashioned wrote on there. So it allows you to interpret it as best as you can and go from there.
That's a good question, Ronnie.
Well, that is it. I'll get my score coming up. On to
Okay.
Scout.
All right. I said last week I was going to bring them up. Blackland Distillery. And we got Texas Pecans, what I pulled out of there today. And it's almost black in color. I mean, this is not a whiskey color, guys. Is
that a whiskey or a liqueur? What is that?
It's a liqueur. It's 35%.
Okay.
But, I mean, it looks more like a little bit of cola that's been watered down ever so slightly. I mean, it's not, you can see through it, but it's just not totally translucent. Nose on this one, I smell a lot of the bourbon, but I find I get a more interesting nose off the bottle and a little bit of floaties in the very bottom there.
Now, I don't want to interrupt you, but I want to put this on the banner, so I have to interrupt you. It's called Blacklands.
Yeah, can we see the box again?
Texas Pecan Brown Sugar Bourbon. And mine don't have the red lettering on it like the ones on the box or the website does. Mine just black lettering all the way around, so I don't know.
So they're all Texas whiskeys, is that it?
Yeah, it's from the Blackland Distillery in Texas, and it's rye whiskey, bourbon. We got the Texas rye whiskey, bourbon whiskey, gin, vodka. They're all 50s, and I think I paid $24 for the entire bottle. Maybe it wasn't even that much, $19.99. Maybe I think it was for the little pack I bought down at the liquor store. It's been some time ago, at least 2 or 3 months since I bought that, if not more.
Okay, there it is.
But you got a serious sugar note in this, and it comes across just by smelling this, and you've already got the sugar's tackiness on the rim of the bottle itself. So it's loaded with sugar. We know they're adding that sugar after it's been distilled and it's being prepared for being sent out. But it's almost a floral scent comes out of this bottle. It's definitely brown sugar. But there is like a, I don't know, like a spicy floral note, maybe like cardamom. Something along those lines that's coming off of this. It's really different. And then, of course, you get a little bit of that pecan note coming out too as well. But when you go to the notes,
this is obviously it's a new company. It's obviously a new company. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the way I understood it too. But you go to the natural nose off the glass, you get some of the bourbon smell, bourbon wood notes come through. You had a little rush of alcohol at first, but that since died off.
Is this a new company, Robert?
Yes, I think so.
We just mentioned that.
I'm doing other things. Sorry, guys. Just
no, you lying.
in my own world right now.
It's got
I'm in my own world.
It's
You
got
gotta get in the game, man. You can't be sticking your head in that phone constantly and then checking in.
I'm in that phone. I'm talking to. I got this person doing this over here on the stove. So I got. Yeah.
Yeah, they're out of Fort Worth.
All right, Robert.
Undivided attention for this discussion.
Well, the nose is real strong on the wood. I mean, it's got a. You definitely get the pecan. You get the oak wood. It's all there. But there's also it's almost what's the word I want to look for? Very sweet, just on the nose, based on the nose itself. It's just got a very sweet, overwhelming sweetness coming out of it. I'm gonna take a taste.
Cheers.
It's definitely got the thickness. Drinks easy. I don't really get a alcohol note. You get a nice warming sensation. All the wood flavors you want, but that brown sugar you better be ready because you're gonna get all the brown sugar you want. We had a little maple syrup and some oatmeal, and we'd have oatmeal in the morning.
Brown
That's how-
sugar.
That thing is loaded with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a thickness to it too. That body gets a little thicker. It seems like even. But overall, I can't say it's bad. It's not something I'd want to drink a lot of. I think you would probably make yourself ill with all the sweet. For me personally, be too much sweetness in there.
Just
for me.
a good little bit of sipping.
Yeah, just one would probably be enough for a night.
You could probably add that to a dessert that's being baked, you know?
That's
Oh.
exactly what I was meaning. I mean, you could probably take and make your brown
Pecan
sugar and maple oatmeal in the morning. Just throw a 50 in there, be a little thinner, but
Yeah.
you got that, and you wouldn't know the difference.
It'll start your day like Wilford Brimley, the oatmeal commercials. It's
Mm.
the right thing to do. It's the right
It's
thing
different.
to do.
Only Jean brings up those kind of things, but he's clever. He's very clever about it.
Bro, you're really not talking about whiskey at breakfast, are you?
Oh yeah.
I have. You haven't.
Only theoretically. Oh,
You
okay.
haven't seen my Instagram account.
I don't have to because the host does Dawn Busters, so I already know what
Right. So I can't say too
I
much.
got bourbon
it's
with
not even dawn yet, and he calls it Dawn Busters. Sun's not even up yet.
Now your cap must indicate what's coming, right?
Partially. All right, guys. Tonight we're looking at something from the Bayou Company called Bayou Pink. As you can see, it's pink in color. This is a rum that is infused with mayhaw, grapes or berries, whatever you want to say. And that is a natural, wild-grown berry in the swamps of Louisiana that are harvested, and a lot of people make jelly out of them.
Right.
And in the case of alcohol, they'll make a wine out of it. So this
I
is
like mayhaw jelly.
the website, of course, gives little to nothing on this. The description on the bottle has got more description on the bottle than and of course, it's the first paragraph's all pumped up by the marketing company, and then it tells you that it's infused. So yeah, that's it. That's all you get. What you see is all you get. This is a full strength rum. It's 80%. Excuse me, 80 proof. And yeah, pink. So we're gonna go ahead and try to see what it's all about. The glass has got some really great looking alcohol legs on it, so it might be a little stronger than what it's advertising. Don't know. It's a small independent. Who knows what they do?
I see their anytime I'm driving to Texas, I see their distillery right off the Interstate 10, right south of Interstate 10. I always want to stop and visit, but I never do it.
It's like stepping into like a J. Crew store. So you figure it out. They're more the place is more concerned about selling merchandise than they are their liquors, and their stuff's not cheap either. So the smell is very kind of boozy. I don't know. It's kind of strange a little bit.
You could have said, Banana Republic or Abercrombie Fish or Gap.
No, it goes J. Crew.
J. Crew? Okay. No problem.
You can use Abercrombie Finch and that other name you used.
Joker.
So we'll go ahead and taste it.
Cheerios.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
It is sweet. Tastes like a sweet, low flavored rum with there's an alcohol burn. I don't know why I'm getting an alcohol burn with a rum. You really shouldn't get that.
It's too expensive, Jason, living in San Francisco, of course.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you can taste the mayhaw a little bit. So
I've never had mayhaw jelly. I don't know. What does it taste like? Is it bitter or sweet?
You have
You should
never.
go to Louisiana. Every time we have a discussion about Louisiana stuff, you're like, I never had that. I never had that. I never had
But there I say, I lived there for a year and a half, 2 years. I know what Mayhaw jelly is. It's good.
that. Yeah, you haven't had Mayhaw jelly?
That is strange.
No, but I've heard of it. What does it taste like? Is it bitter or sweet?
No, it's sweet.
It's sweet. It tastes like a jelly.
Yeah, it's like
It's like a
sort of in
different-
the grape realm, but it's not a grape. But it's sort of in the grape realm. Best I could tell you. I like it.
Hey, Jay, have you had crawfish yet?
Jesus.
Have you? Are you sure?
I've had them
Are you sure?
too many times.
Have you had blue crabs? Are you sure?
Oh, stuffed blue crab. That's
Elbow is a duck. Sorry, Elbow.
All right, now we're going to go on to Eric in Massachusetts.
There we go. All right. I was trying to do a review of this and the audio got jacked up. So what better time to do it than now?
how ready you are.
Good old Espolón or Espolón Blanco.
Tequila.
Mas tequila. 100% pure agave. And this is done by Campari in Mexico, in Jalisco, Mexico. Distilled and bottled by Distill Aurora San Nicolas in Campari, Mexico. 100% pure agave, 40% ABV. I think this is right around that $30 range up here in New England. I think this is $26.99 at a local store. Not a terrible price. And let's get into the tasting.
Just
shall we?
the Blanco,
Nice
right?
spirit. There is
Just
some
the Blanco. Just the Blanco, right?
Yes, Jay. Let him say his
The
review.
Blanco, yes.
Yes, the Blanco, yep. And the aroma, I'm getting the agave sweetness. It's not a super huge nose at all, really. There is the agave sweetness. I'm getting some light citrusy notes. I'm getting something that reminds me of a tart or sour lime. Getting some lime in there, definitely. I'm getting some earthiness to it, definitely. Just very light citrusy notes, maybe even a lighter vanilla, if I have to be completely honest about that. But I think to the untrained person that's never really smelled tequila, this one particularly may have more of a sweeter note and that earthier note, but it's not really a more substantial nose than some vodkas out there. I think you'll be hard pressed if you were not used to tequilas, but you knew what the smell of vodka was. You might think this was a flavored vodka in the nosing. Very light nose, but we'll see what's like on that palate. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Years.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, minimal on the alcohol percentage burn. At 40%, I'm not a little bit of warmth. I'm not getting any really to speak of for the most part. There is a sweetness to it. I am getting the agave, like an agave, small agave syrupy kind of a note to it.
Is it 100% agave?
Yes.
Is it 100% blue agave?
The blue, yeah, you have to have blue agave for it to be called tequila.
Yes. Or tequila has to be blue Weber agave. Yes, you're
Yes, correct. I'm getting a
Two
pineapple. That note is so light. Citrusy notes. There's an orangey note in the background. I'm still getting that earthy, tart, slightly sour note of the lime. There's a salinity thing to it. Again, maybe my mind is placebo effect or whatever it is that I'm, margarita. I'm getting those kind of notes, which is why these kind of products are good in that. There's not, again, a huge flavor profile here. It's all light and very delicate. The mouthfeel is light. It is a very short finish. Maybe some vanilla type sweetness and agave sugariness, just a little bit. And yeah, I'm getting left with a tiny bit of a sugary complexion. But again, it's not overly cloying, nor is it overly really anything. I think I think that lingering, it's a very short finish before most of the flavors fall off. You're getting some sweet and some sugary kind of notes in the finish. So that's pleasant. It doesn't have a giant burn or anything like that. That's really about it for this tequila. I think it's a good, almost neutral kind of a spirit that'll work in a lot of different things that tequilas would work well in. And or if you want to substitute this vodka for this thing, I wouldn't hesitate to do that at all. I think it would work good.
Have you had any of their other variants like the
I have
Reposado?
not. I'd be curious because they're not super expensive.
Price wise, pretty reasonable, Eric.
Yeah, this bottle of Blanco is right around the $30 range. I get it for $26.99. Not bad for a sipping spirit. I think this is good. I like
popular,
this.
very popular brand. I know Dwayne The Rock Johnson has his hands on stuff,
and it drinks easy, straight with it. So that's all I got for you on the Espolón.
Yeah. Unfortunately, bad news to report. Their founder, the guy who started the company in 1995, he did die 3 years ago. But you know, he was an older guy when he started the company.
Thomas Metal, do you usually enjoy your tequila neat, or do you make drinks?
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back.
I like margaritas. I like making those with ice and triple sec.
Yeah.
Or triple sec Cointreau. If I'm gonna try really any spirit for the first time, I like it neat. I think this would work very well with ice. I think it would, if anything, it would smooth out any thing that you might find as a rough edge, which is hardly any rough edges. So you could really just drink this one pretty straight and it's not confrontational that way. You're going to get a little bit of a burn, but hardly any on this one. So I think this is a chameleon of a tequila any way you want to drink it.
Yeah, I've had Espolón. I like it. It's a good budget tequila.
Yeah, I don't know if I haven't tried a bunch of tequila. I don't know if I want to go in a price. I don't know if I want to go towards a tequila that was at a lower price bracket than this. I'd be kind of nervous. What kind of corners are they cutting at that point?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to try El Toro?
You can have additives in them. I don't know enough about tequilas, but the real purists want that 100% agave. They don't want all the additives to it.
Ask Mr. Terrio about El Toro.
I know what it is.
Oh, you tried it?
Oh no, I know what it is.
El Toro, you gut up.
There's a try, and I'm smart enough not to try.
Yep.
Right.
Just the
El
faintest
Toro ain't
amount.
bad. I mean, yes, it's a little inexpensive. But
Uh-oh. Here comes Mr. Defense Attorney. El Toro's not that bad.
I say it ain't bad, Judge. It's pretty decent.
If anybody would know about that price
Rest
point,
my case.
Jeez.
man,
Did somebody sneak in their milk bottle?
Can you stop picking on me? All right, now let's look at the comments.
what's going on in the comments? Ooh, I like lava lamp. What?
Yes, they're still legal.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Jack Daniels is still popular on the whole entire planet Earth. Okay, now so we're gonna come back and do scores, and I'm gonna start it off. I don't go first to be rude. I just try to get it out the way because I can't. It's like I'm trying to think straight. All right. So I really love the Montenegro, the Amaro Montenegro. It's really complex, and
Jay,
the flat.
Jay, that's a mixer you're tasting. It's not really a drink.
Well, if you read the website,
Not a liqueur. It's a mixer.
if you read the website, they say that most people in Italy drink it neat, chilled from the fridge after dinner, like they do in Germany with Jägermeister. So,
Violated the rules of today's presentation. That is not a liqueur or a liqueur.
it is a liqueur, and you could lose money on that.
It's not.
So this
You're
20.
making a story.
Well, I don't want to embarrass any of our participants, but this liqueur at 23% alcohol, introduced in 1885, it's very complex, and I like the rich botanical. And the thing about it is, you can't pin down any one flavor. It's like you get hints of like, I think that tastes like this, and perhaps that tastes like that, but you can't really categorize it. So David was right. He pressured me to buy it because he was saying for $9.99.
He pressured you?
Yes, because I told him I don't want it. I got too many liqueurs already, and he said that. But he said for $9.99 a liter, $9.99 a liter, you got to buy it because just a $750 is $38. A regular $750.
Tell you what, if anybody breaks into your house, it's got a good handle on it and a sledge. Man, you can just like sledge.
It's heavy glass. So I'm going to score this very high. I love this liqueur, this actual, literal, indisputable liqueur. And I like drinking it neat, chilled from the fridge like the Italians do all over Italy since 1885. So cheers to the product. And I'm going to go with 95 out of 100. I love it. And it'll take me months to drink it. You know, I'm not going to.
Show me the bottle one more time, please. I think I may have seen it before.
David has the bottle. He can show it. I'll put mine in the fridge. David, can you show that bottle real fast again?
If I remember right, it's like a neck and it's kind of goes at an angle.
Yeah, it's taper. I can show it on the screen.
That's the one I'm thinking of. That's the one I'm thinking of.
With that green bottle and the it's like, it looks like a vase.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like Genie's gonna step out of it. Start playing this song.
That's exactly what I thought. Yeah. And you got that for $9.99?
A liter. A liter.
Where to get
Yeah, if you look at one Total Wine More, it's $40 for a fifth.
Yeah.
It was the best deal since we got the Valentine's 12. What was it? No, it was the best deal we got since we got Dewar's 12-year age handle, glass bottle handle for $14.99.
Ooh, okay. All right. If you
And
want
that was amazing. Yeah. That was amazing. But now, so as far as promos, Sunday we got Super Sunday, any liquor or liqueur, and I got a red lager from Wisconsin I'm going to bring. And then you'll
say any liqueur, beer, or wine. Super
beer,
Sunday.
wine, soft drink, iced tea, milk, water. If you want to review bottled water, I'm sure nobody would care about that, but you could bring it. Then next Wednesday, listen carefully. Next Wednesday is any holiday beer.
I got a beer to show you. That's holiday.
I've got a holiday beer from Texas. I'm going to bring it. It's made for the holidays. Okay. And I'm going to do, I do my Dawn Busters sometimes before dawn, like David says, in the dark of night. Next Friday, we'll try to do Fandango Friday again. And that's pretty much it. And what the hell?
It's dark.
Here we go.
Going on all night.
I saw. Hey, Jay, I saw that. I saw that. Was it yesterday or yesterday? I was picking up some stuff to review, and I saw the Benchmark eggnog, and as well as the Evan Williams, and
plastic or glass.
Time out.
Very popular.
Wait.
I think it was $25.99.
We got 6 participants tonight. I don't want to be on all night.
All right, we're gonna go on.
Do.
Yeah, it was $16.99 for me, Jean. $16.99. Now Elbo's gonna tell us about Jack Daniels. All right.
Yeah, and don't talk over somebody. Let them
Yeah.
do it.
All right. Hey, it's the usual Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey. You've all probably tried some. I would give it a 95. It's an A. It's a good whiskey. Definitely I would recommend it. I would get it again myself. And it mixes well, Jack and Coke.
Oh yeah.
I've had that oftentimes. Or you can try it on the rocks like I'm doing now, or even neat. But good old Jack Daniels. As far as promos go, I do have a channel. It's called Elbow 88. So feel free to check it out. There's a few beverage reviews on there, a little music, piano playing and whatnot. So like I usually say, I haven't added anything new lately, but it is my intention to do so. So to build, add some more new videos, build up the channel a little more. But anyway, always a pleasure there, Ron and company. Always happy to participate in Fandango Friday, get my weekend started with a little Jack this time. And cheers to all you out there. Cheers and happy holidays too. We're coming close to the old Christmas.
10 days. 10 days. Count
Yeah.
down.
So
Same back to you, Elbow.
All right. For this delicious, enjoyable monkey shoulder, lazy old fashioned, I'm going to go give this a 92 out of 100. Very enjoyable. This is my first time, true story, had an old fashioned. Never had it before. This was enjoyable. I would like to go to a bar, have someone make it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can
when that happens, whenever that may be. But overall, well done, pretty much well balanced and very enjoyable. So hopefully I know I saw on the website they have other concoctions of this. Other brands,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, many varieties.
Varietals. Yeah, varieties. Sure. So,
I like the margarita. They make a good margarita.
okay. So
Yeah.
as far as the latest video I have is from Left Hand, the Saint Vrain Propel that I uploaded. I did that review. That's on the channel right now. What I have coming up, I still got the Evil Twin Imperial Biscotti Break to review. But here's some of the beers I did buy. I got this, the Fireside Chat Winter Ale. I'm going to review this and bring this on Wednesday since it's a holiday beer, right, Jay?
Good idea.
There you go. I got 2 cans of this. So 7.9% from 21st Amendment Brewery based out of California. Fireside Chat, Winter Ale, spices, and cocoa nibs, 7.9% ABV. And from our friends at Clown Shoes, where you are, Eric, I have the Snow on the Maple Tree.
Oh,
Barrel Stout aged in maple bourbon barrels.
That would be neat.
11% ABV, rich and
I
malty.
may have to go to Wichita.
Boy, I'd eat that up. I'd drink that up.
No, we'll try to let
Drink,
the
eat, same thing.
Yeah.
And I already have a beer for Christmas. Christmas beer. I got the Breckenridge Christmas Ale back there. I'll bring that when we do Christmas beers the following week. So Super Sunday, I will be on location to do Super Sunday this coming Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Liquor, beer, wine, and all that. And,
cool.
And on my travels, I will find some beer. So that is it.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You can give it an 88 out of 100. It's an acceptable sipper. It's just not in my wheelhouse. It's too sweet. It's way too sweet for me.
What is the wheelhouse?
My wheelhouse starts with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And
What does wheelhouse mean when you say it's
wheelhouse means it's something that you prefer, like to prefer. I do not prefer flavored bourbons, any flavored whiskeys if they add flavors to.
You can tolerate it, but you don't reach for it.
Right. That's why I have a distinct hatred of Canadian whiskey.
Oh, here we go now.
Jay, I don't like them either.
Here we go.
We can leave that alone. That's a whole different subject with me and you'll change my mind. Ever. But anyway, I'll give it an 88. I think it's more than drinkable. It's more acceptable. It's just It's got to be something. If you're into a lightly pecan, woody, super sweet flavored concoction, you may well like this. Put it over some ice. That'd be an easy sipper for a couple hours. But I could see myself waking up with a tremendous headache if I
So
drank too
the quality is there, but your personal preference is not there.
Yeah, I think the whiskey's a little young in it too.
Yeah.
I think they're covering up bad whiskey because it's not.
Okay, never mind then.
I can go more. I mean, my personal feelings on it.
Would you?
And I say-
Okay, well let me take it a step further. Would you be interested in trying any of their other products? Well, you're going to have to. You gotta have to.
Get ready to say I'm kind of invested at this point.
Yeah, never mind that. That's kind of.
That was kind of like a rhetorical question.
It was kind of like an idiotic question, but I had forgotten that he bought the bride.
Yeah. So, but anyway, for my first
what
sample
people do.
through the line, it's not bad, guys. An 88's not a bad score.
No,
88
it's a B
is
plus after all.
Right. It's a very drinkable whiskey. I just don't think. I think this is one of those ones you're either going to like it or you're not going to like it, and that's just all there's to it. And the people that like really sweet things, they're going to really like this. This is going to really tip they're going to say, "What's that guy talking about?" But the guys that I prefer rye bourbons. I prefer that over wheat bourbons. I like that vibe. I like that. I like that little oomph that rye gives you that you just don't get from wheat.
She a little more of the bitter guy than the sweet. That's cool.
Yeah, that's the way of putting it.
Any promos?
No, I just get more of those to do. I did buy some Delirium Tremens the other day. I drank one of them. Them things are 7 or 8. I don't know. It's real boozy.
Those Trappist ales.
Yeah, I generally like them, but that one's more boozy than the others that I've had. So I'm not. I got 3 more to go. We'll know more later.
Yeah. Try their dark and try their Christmas. Those are pretty cool too. All right, now
I got them on sale. That's why I bought them. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
that's all right. I do the same thing every day.
Oh, it's my turn? That's not.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking back at Bayou Pink. It's a Mayhaw infused, and it may have a little color infused in it. I don't know. Rum. This is full proof at 80. Yeah. So excuse me, 40. So the appearance is pink, almost like a Kool-Aid pink. Like you had a pink lemonade Kool-Aid, is what it looks like. Alcohol legs are impressive. Taste is sweet, like rum is. And it's got that slight berry flavor going on that you get from a Mayhaw jelly. There's also like a little tartness that you get from Mayhaw, but I'm not getting in this. So I don't know if they just kind of brewed it out of it per se or what.
When they fermented them, they may have lost some of that tartness through the fermentation process.
Well, it's a tartness that you get from the skin, so maybe they didn't.
Yeah, like you're saying, it might have gotten.
Maybe they just used jelly. Who knows? I don't know how they can.
That's the truth. They do use
Go
pure.
on their website. There's a little too much information. So if you like something sweet and you like it like light pink, yeah. The base rum is pretty good. So I would, I don't know. I'll give this like a B or something. It's to me it's okay, but it's
86.
Whatever number you want to throw at it.
You're the one's got to put the number on.
It's like a B, man. It's good, but it's not great. It's not really going to knock your socks off. It's more of it's more of a novelty because it's coming in light pink, and it's a liquor that has Mayhaw in it. So, yeah, there's nothing more to say.
Would you drink that while you were watching a John Hughes movie such as Pretty in Pink?
I think the answer is maybe.
Say that to my face.
I'm just asking a question. I mean,
John
right.
Hughes movie? No.
Hey, I got that Psychedelic Furs album. I happen to like Pretty in Pink songs by Psychedelic Furs. So.
now any and any promos?
Nope.
No promos. Well, thanks for joining and see you soon. And now Eric is going to
bugger out. Shit to do.
All right. See you later.
All right, Dave. Be safe.
All right. Y'all take it easy.
Yep.
Fun as
Yeah.
always. Adios.
Bye. And fun fact, Molly Ringwald did appear in the first season of and later guest episodes of Facts of Life. All right, now
You take the good, you take the bad, you never have the facts of life. The facts of life.
one of the original cast members. All right, now Eric.
We got the
I'm impressed.
Espolòn Blanco tequila. Nothing super terrible about this tequila. Nothing super stellar, outstanding, and jump for joy about this tequila either. So it's right in the middle of the road, I would say, as far as where it sits. I think of 75 out of 100 is a perfectly acceptable rating. And for around that $30 price point, I think it's sitting quite well in its price point. It is super easy and mellow going. You could drink this neat like I did. You could drink it with some ice. You could put it in any kind of a cocktail. I do think that this particular tequila would be good in anything that would typically call for vodka as well. I think it's got a light enough, kind of a almost neutral style taste that it would be good in those kind of beverages. However, it does have light citrusy notes. I got a little light vanilla, and even as I was drinking it down, I noticed even a light cooked like a pineapple-y kind of a note, which was really nice. And there is a little bit of sugariness or sweetness that lingers on in the finish, which was really nice to see that. It wasn't void of any finish, but it was a very quick in and out kind of a finish. But yeah, 75, not bad for around that $30 price point, and I may have to try some more tequilas. I like whiskey, so reposados and maybe añejos would be something cool down the road to try.
Giving a 75 out of 100.
75.
And do you have a lot of experience with those Joven tequilas, the young tequilas?
I don't. No, my brother likes to drink mezcal, so I've had some of the stuff that he's had, the more smoky stuff, which I do.
Yeah.
I like a good mezcal.
Now the promo part.
Yeah, so I run a program, a channel on YouTube, Thomas Metal 75. I do whiskey and beer reviews. Go check that out. Every Wednesday, we're on that at the same time as Jay Terrio. Go click on both of our channels, support both, give a thumbs up, a little watch time for each. I do the Wild Card Wednesday. The only maintenance fee for that show is a beverage. Please bring a beer, wine, or spirit. Really, any adult beverage, and just don't be a J-Rock. I mean, don't be a douche. Do not be a douche. And I am the drummer of a band called Oxblood Forge. If you like Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, doomy, stoner, rock metal type stuff, go check us out on all the streaming musical platforms. Cheers.
What if you like early Judas Priest?
You will like my band.
Okay.
Check them out. Cheers.
Well, folks, we appreciate everybody joining. We had a great hangout tonight, examination, all these interesting products. And they all scored at least decent, I guess. 75 is,
God bless.
There's some sneezing going on. And, so,
oh,
Duck. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm tired. 2.5 men.
All right.
John
That's
Hughes,
all right. Well, anyway, so thanks for watching, everybody. And I would like to try that pink rum, but I would not buy it. But I would try it. Now, if it was $5.99, yeah, but I wouldn't buy it. It's okay, Jean. You might be okay. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching, and y'all take care now.
Good
Cheers,
day,
bro.
man.